movement speed, she does offer a little bit more protection, but their only reliable engage is Silas stealing away a Sejuani ultimate and then assuming that that can be landed, or maybe Irrelevant being able to find a flank. I think that by prioritizing that Silas, they did try to understand where the jungler is, at what point they reach Raptors, so you can dictate your pathing around that. Flash in from LeBron.
I love this from LeBron. Flash in, get the Glacial Augment down, look for the damage. Crowny's getting slowed here as well. The Ignite is taking Flash away from the build over Peacemaker. Crowny has to flash away. Ignite is ticking on him as DOS tries to trade forward. Only has that Mantra Inner Flame, but Mantra already used, and the Inner Flame only just off.
You can see Marcoon, basically both top laners are saying, hey, there's an opportunity here, and Irrelevant wants to make sure that he's covered. Well, actually, it's Adam that needs to be covered right now because Marcoon is looking for the gank.
They don't know that Shio is waiting. Adam's got to pop the world end. Immediately they jump onto Marcoon, who tries to flash away, but he's going to get locked up in a prison of ice, and that prison is his tomb. Irrelevant next on the menu is Shio, and Adam trying to close down on him. The Gnar coming out, Adam trying to heal. Irrelevant flashes from it.
Now the wave is in a bit of an awkward spot. Not going to use the ultimate there, and a good exchange from Certus.
Flash away from Nook, went a little bit over.
First blood, and that was just really good awareness from Shio. He recognized the state of the wave from Adam. It needed to be pushed under the tower, and he was at real risk of getting ganked, so Shio was just there to cover. Certus now.
Oh, the flash out to consult. They're looking for the final order, but they can't get it. Shio takes a couple of tower shots. Nuke does as well. Will be able to escape, but here comes Marcoon.
No
looking for
flash
that
on
bot side. Scuttle isn't able to get there in time. They will be able to get the push out on this lane, though, for a play down towards this bottom side. Sheo will work his way down here as well, because the Kindred mark currently sitting on that Gromp. If Marcoon, DOS, and Exakick are able to get a kill, they could look for Marcoon's third mark of the game. DOS going to step forward here. Lanson's not going to be able to get away from that route. There's a Chain of Corruption chasing as well, and it's exactly what SK were looking for down towards that bottom side. Connected at all, but BDS were able to sneak in and get the red buff away. Now they're going to secure the first dragon of the game as well for themselves. Sheo, although not on the board in terms of kills, has been all over the map, helping out the BDS laners.
Certainly has. Nice to see from Shio. Repeat to the split.
Flash does come out, as you say, from Crowny. There's the Chain of Corruption combination with DOS is just a little bit too powerful. And we did talk a little bit about this bot lane as well. Getting Caitlyn is great, but if you don't have the ability to gain prio with your support, you're always playing pocket. As Sheo looks for it. Oh, the flash away from DOS puts his AD carry in a very sticky situation. Crowny will take the kill.
Almost able to get a kill back. You can see Exakick choosing not to use either summon as he realized he was dead. Now looking for something onto Certus, but Marcoon is there.
So as DOS has worked his way up from that.
BDS making their way over as well.
No Chain of Corruption on Exakick, no flash on Crowny. Sheo's ultimate still about a third of the way off its cooldown. LeBron looking for something here. Irrelevant able to dodge away from it, but that Mega Gnar is about to time out. The dragon should be secured here. Marcoon will take it. Irrelevant forced away. Did burn the flash there to get away from the Infernal Chains, but overall SK get the in left on his lonesome. As soon as SK see that Crowny's not in the mid lane, they put down that Herald, perhaps a little bit slower than you would have liked to play, but they are going to be able to secure at least the first tower here. Adam able to be lanterned away. That Rift Herald will charge in and lose some of its health. They could have taken that tower down just quickly enough so the Herald wouldn't lose any of its health, but it doesn't really matter anyway because they're still going to get 2 charges out of it, and they still secure the tier 2 in the mid lane. They might even look for more here because Crowny's still pushing and Nuke is still pushing. They look for the third charge. They can't quite get it because Sheo smites the Herald's eye. TP coming out. Certus will get to their top lane.
So, oh no. Crowny is definitely in some trouble here.
No
you
flash.
can see that Shio and LeBron are on their way to assist.
Marcoon looking for it. Double TP immediately from BDS. Crowny tries to turn this one around. Marcoon hit with a Glacial Prison, and he is almost done for. The Land's Respite coming out, but he's stuck in the midst of 5 members of BDS. They invested a lot for that kill, and they are damn well getting it. So they should just sack this one. It's only the second dragon of the game for BDS. Mountain Soul, probably the best soul at the moment, as LeBron lands a hook onto Irrelevant. The play coming back as well. Irrelevant waits for the hop to get away. Doesn't have the flash, though. Doesn't have the Mega Gnar, and the Ace in the Hole will spell his doom. He does trade onto LeBron there. Ace in the Hole from Crowny, maybe a little bit
area. This means that Nuke can now path up towards top. It will cost him a tower. It will cost BDS a tower, but then Nuke can just catch this wave. Now it's SK. As we entered the mid to late game, they have good setup around this dragon. SK now have to fight their way through, and who's going to be the one to face check this Sejuani Thresh?
Rob gets the hook onto Marcoon, does have the Lamb's Respite, but he's stunned for so long. TP coming in as well as Marcoon tries to escape the fight. Adam low. He's going to be healed by that Lamb's Respite, gets the Lantern out of there. Chain of Corruption hits onto Crowny though, and he has the flash. Irrelevant looking to get that Gnar on towards the backline, but BDS able just to retreat for the moment. SK, they don't get any kills. They get a lot of summoners out of BDS, but aren't really able to get much more. Irrelevant steps back forward. They're looking for that Gnar. Sheo flashes it. He knows that Mega Gnar is timing out. The Gnar nowhere near as impactful afterwards. Adam tries to trade it back around. Glacial Prism from across the wall, stolen by Certus. Shale will fall. SK able to find a chaser down on a single member.
Losing his life. There's no way they're going to do something cheeky here. Looks like that's not going to be the case.
They haven't spotted. TP immediately coming out from Nuke and from Adam, and SK. They'll retreat. They might look for a collapse here. 5v2, Adam and Nuke in a bit of a sticky situation. They're trying to escape death, but DOS is trying to do the same. He manages to escape just with a sliver of HP. And now Adam's stuck in the midst of SK, a shutdown for Certus.
Adam flashes in to get a kill on a support?
Yep.
I feel like that was not the right play. And SK, they're going to make their way straight back towards the Baron. They know they have a numbers advantage, and the Baron will begin.
Ace in the hole comes out. Execute loses half his health. BDS, Crowny specifically, has no mana. Enough for perhaps a single pilt over Peacemaker, but that might not be enough to turn the tides of this fight. Nuke trying to get on the backline, 6 seconds on the perfect execution.
Oh, no.
Glacial Prism hits! Shale steals it! And SK can only weep and watch as Nuke still able to kill Exekick. For that, his life will be forfeit, but what a prize to have earned.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That wave that wasn't caught by SK earlier, that's how much damage it did to the tower, and now BDS should be able to secure this one for free.
Yeah, it looks like Execute's just going to try and get some mid-prio. Glacial Prism just short on Certus there, even with the flash away. SK now trying to collapse, but Execute is nowhere near this. This is purely a ruse.
When they see windows to fight, they force the fight, but they've never overcommitted for it either, and they've basically just been able to punish and capitalize on the mistakes of SK.
Flash, Chain of Corruption, QSS.
Just going to walk away from that one.
TP coming in from Adam. BDS going to look for the fight here. They know there's a bit of a split, and Exekick, no flash! Nowhere to go. Nuke takes him down. Marcoon next on the menu as he will jump across the wall with the flash. Irrelevant tries to get away, but he's knocked up with the Arctic Assault. Flashes across the wall, but the chase continues as Labrov funnels in on him. Now DOS, Marcoon, and Certus, what can you do? Another hook from Labrov into the threshold. Certus trying to trade back onto him. The redemption not quite quick enough from Labrov. He will fall, but Marcoon is chased down by Adam and Sheo, and all he can do is tickle them as they will remove him from the rift. The Dragon secured, the Mountain Soul for BDS. Certus tried to trade onto Nuke, but Sheo wasn't even needed to take the soul, and instead he can look for a little bit more action. Certus trading back in, will be rooted up here, stunned as Nuke goes back in with the Shuriken. The rest of BDS are there, and unfortunately for Certus, Karma is not Thresh and can't lantern him out of that situation.
Absolute destruction from the side of BDS as they death.
I mean, it's 6 seconds on the Baron, and I feel like SK will probably feel they have to fight the Baron.
Oh, yes.
And BDS will be able to secure it. And actually, they might fight just before the Baron even starts. Share a little bit deep there. And look at how little damage he took. Adam onto the backline. Marcoon dead before he can even pop his ultimate. And now BDS. Well, there's not really much left for SK to do. BDS chased them down. 2 already gone. There's 3, there's 4. Make it more, make it 5. An ace for BDS. And the base in their sights.
SK is wiped off the board. There is little that they can do to stop BDS.
If it was a funeral or a celebration, it seems today they've earned their prize, their first win in the LEC Winter Split in 2023, and perhaps the start of winning ways for them.
A really important win as well for BDS when we look at how the season is now structured. The fact that you do have so many, or so few, many.
So few.
Is that what you just hit me with? A bard quote?
The thing is, Kobe is a very self-sufficient AD carry, right? So if Jonghyun can get out on the map early, you have some pretty good skirmishes on the side of Astralis. If Jonghyun gets onto the top side, gets this Syndra ahead, gets this Viego ahead.
My opponent too much credit. And assume that they will know what I'm about to do, but in fact, they have no idea what I'm doing.
Or they really know what you're about to do, and then it's like the next level of anticipating what you're doing. Chasey here, of course, no ghost on him. Finn looking to trade in. The Untofu strike's gonna hit. Chasey just dead to the Kasante.
Yeah, stranger to roaming as well. When I saw this first iteration of the Mad roster, this is kind of what I expected.
Where
a lot of investment towards mid.
Where are you going?
Doesn't have flash, no ult.
The Shuriken misses 113, trying to put the fancy feet down, but just can't do it. Niski takes the kill.
Easy pickup there by Niski. And this was just a continuing
Take a Shrine,
together.
Magical Journey, Tempered Fate. Yeah, I do know that.
We take our fans on a magical journey together.
We take them on some sort of trip, at least. Finn going all out, and Lyoya forced a little bit low. Aftershock does proc on him. 113 looking for this Rift Herald. Chasey going in as well.
Never mind.
Rift Herald already secured. Chasey now not on the right side of that wall, but should just be able to walk away as the magical journey is taken away by Astralis. Glacial Prism's going to hit, though. The knockback from Deo, not enough. Niski dancing around. This one goes in with perfect execution, and it's enough for Niski's second kill.
And that's a big pickup for Niski in the mid lane. Really, part of me does wonder if that interaction, because in the past you could because your ult's basically kind of what you want to do on the Bard, primarily roam and look for plays, and as you rightly called, the Herald will be dropped, unlocking this top lane.
There's a collapse coming out. Look at Niski, look at Elioya, they're behind them. TP immediately from Deo, realizing this is not in the best of shapes. They look for Chasey, but that tower yet to fall. The stun gonna go down onto Chasey, and the tower's still healthy enough to keep Astralis at bay. Temper Fate only hits one, but it's Niski, and that is perfect actually for Astralis. Niski looking for that shuriken. Deo joins the fray. Hillasang here as well to continue the fight. Unable to find too much as of yet. Has the flash, has the hook. Might just look for a flash play here. Instead, just looks for the hook and lands it. Jonghoon takes a magical journey out of there, but all he can do is see Deo die in front of his very eyes. Mad Lions get their third kill of the game.
That time, Hilly, a minute's time. As Elioya hovering around mid lane once again.
Deo's got no flash.
No flash, as you say.
Oh, able to dodge forward, but just Niski can just chase him down.
Yeah.
Elioya didn't even really need to come in to do anything there. The slow helped a little bit. Niski gets his second plate of the game as well in that mid lane. 3 immediately pings over towards their Rift Herald, so they will start that up. It will be a trade across the map. Actively rather than proactively over the last few minutes. Contesting the Dragon, not being able to take the Rift Herald. Now they're doing something proactive as 113 comes down towards this bottom lane. Finn no all out available. Chasey does have the ultimate riposte, gets the stun, Heartbreaker coming out, but Chasey's now in a 1v3 situation, and even a Korean Fiora cannot escape those. Finn takes the kill.
Big punish there onto Chasey once again. He's just like, haha, here's all your mobility and wither. Alright, Dragon being started off by Astralis. Mad entering the river second. This Dragon is melting though.
And Chasey has TP, but where's he gonna go? TP goes not in the best of spots. Dale's trying to get away from this one. The magical journey coming out. Niski now isolated off towards the backside. Niski core flashes in. The Dragon on the menu. The temper effect comes out. True Shot Barge doesn't do a huge amount of damage. Spinner's really gonna go down. 113 trying to get into the pit as well. He steals away Niski's soul. The smite comes out. It's secured. Kazi, I believe, took the Dragon. Third of the game for Mad Lions. Heartbreaker out by 113. 1-1 either side so far. And Mad get out with the Dragon.
What a chaotic fight. All of the gold that was sitting on both sides ends up dropping. Niski goes way...
The next fight is around a Dragon. All you're trying to do is stop Astralis from getting a sneak on the Baron while you set up down towards that Dragon. Finn and Niski still trading here. Finn does have the knockback with the Intofu strike. It's going to take Niski on a bit of a magical journey himself. All out going in. Niski trading. Oh my god, you don't,
I was going to say...
You don't win,
I
Finn.
feel like Niski wins this. Why is he playing
Where
so...
you going, Finn? All the
Away
way
from
around.
Akali,
They don't know where Chasey is either. So Chasey can get in behind them here, can dash across that wall. Jonghoon's trying to come in as well. Hillasang going with a hook, but the Pathfinder's going to block them. Niski gets onto Jonghoon. Kobe has to flash away as well. Chasey chasing in. Dale the first on the menu for Niski. And up next, you have to feel is 113 and Kobe. Alongside him, Jonghoon falls. Finn, the last man standing, can only stand and watch as Mad Lions devour him in the river. He tries to dash away. He will escape, but Elioya is not having any of that. Continues to chase. Oh, it's Cassandra. Yeah, okay, he has a million dashes. He gets out. Finn escapes, but Mad Lions will secure the Dragon Soul.
Wow, what an engage from Kazi. His ultimate kind of went unnoticed in the fight, but it ended up hitting like 4 people, which locked them up and set up the 2 solo laners of Mad Lions to come in from the flank and just tear Astralis apart. Really well played fight from Mad Lions.
120 CS up, 2-2 and 4, has a bounty on his head. Astralis trying to push forward here because the 113 has the 131 but Mad Lions has begun. Astralis will be able to take a tower in the mid lane for this.
Then he'll actually look to try and get onto the back line, execute one of the carries, and then with a numbers advantage, that's when they'll look. And look, he's found Lior, isn't quite able to find him though.
So Temper Fate will stop the Baron for a second. And Lior, though, can restart it. Patience doesn't wear thin on that one. Niski looking for the flank here. Is spotted on the control wood. You have to feel that if Astralis just immediately engaged, there's a possibility they can do something before Niski joins the fight. No flash on him. Across the board, no flashes for Astralis, though. Hillasang going forward here. Finn trying to do what he can. Pulls Hillasang across the wall, but the Glacial Prism's going to hit on 113. And Chasey finds the flank. Kobe already down. Second up is Jonghoon. Elioya dashing across the wall. Niski follows suit. And they can't choose. It's a plethora of riches. A plethora of death for Mad Lions. 4 down already. Hillasang looking for the hook. And 113 waits it out.
Hillasang He's not having many hooks land today, but it doesn't matter. The hooks that land do, in fact, count. Mad Lions have the right set on the end, and they played the fight beautifully. The focus wasn't the Baron, the focus was the fight, and they're able to turn it around. Great performance from the solo laners in that final fight. Nisqy was set up for success by the jungle support, and now they're going to look to end this game.
Yes, they are, and they're going to do it in style. 15 kills to 3, a 9,000 gold lead. Mad Lions so far clean at the start of winter 2023. I say that as Hylissang dies, and what a way to round it out.
This really was just dominance from Nisqy, but he wouldn't have got there if it weren't for his jungle support. Hylissang and Elyoya already looking like a seasoned duo in terms of how they move around the map, work together. And yeah, there were a couple combos, you know. I think like a good performance, like, yeah, okay, there's some things that could be improved from Nisqy Zakali. But overall, really great performance. Absolutely dominant, and he was just tearing through the team fights. And like, we kind of talked about it, when you have a lot of squishy members, you don't have a lot of lockdown for the Akali. She just kind of gets free reign. And he was really good at finding those avenues into the fight.
Much better. The amount of dashes on Vitality as well would have been fantastic, but they've gone for Kassadin. So you've got this Kalista lane that, I mean, they can play towards in the 3v3, but it's not like there's going to be much help from mid in the early stages.
And I think Jack Spectra burning through mana very quickly, it seems, just to keep the lane pushed out. Goes spotted here as Perkz just continuing to harass Ruby. Ruby able to, I think this wave must have bounced back. And Bo in the area. Ruby going to be in trouble. Slowed down now, flashing from Bo. Another kill, this man racking up first bloods. Perkz now on the run. It's brother versus brother. A stun now coming in. Yanko's firing back on Perkz. Mercer now in the area. Bo now caught out. An advantage to Heretics as they grab the second kill.
Massive early play. Perkz will be able to TP in here, so I think he'll only miss the cannon minion. Constantly pinging that support's missing. Bo will be rewarded with a crab spawn, so it's not the end of the world for him. But the early dragon stacking will pay off late in the game. Goes Ruby takes the 3v3.
Wide.
Will it happen? Will Kaiser look for a Q forwards? Ruby's first, Perkz on the way, 4v4.
That Scryer's Bloom doing a lot of work there to spot out Ruby and any potential plays. Meanwhile, on the top side, the 1v1 pullback will not quite bring them under tower. Meanwhile, the fight now breaking out. Unbreakable is getting procced in the back line. Neon and Perkz aren't really doing much of anything already. One getting taken down on the top lane. Perkz now pushing two back. Mercer's still in the back line, flashing out to safety. Ruby still standing strong. What can he get done? Perkz hungry for blood. 2 kills going over to the side of Vitality. Kassadin will get one back in return, but Ruby's got nowhere left to go. 4-4 the kill score.
Sejuani Braum is so powerful at just singling out targets. First it was Jankos, and then it was Vitality. 3 kills. This Zeri is going to start to pop off soon. Doesn't have an enchanter by her side, but she has so much protection with the Braum.
So far just a trade of summoner spells, but now Heretics with 5 members in the area can look to contest this Chemtech Drake. 1-1 the Drake score, so not a soul for either side, but Heretics clearly ready for a fight. Kaiser leaping forward, knockup now going to go in. They're trying to burn through Mercer as quickly as they can, forcing out the Callisto earlier. Photon in the back line, finding the stun. Big damage now. Yanko's trying to turn, but Perkz is untouched on the back line. Jack Spectra has to be the hero. Jack Spectra has to turn it. He's the last strong carry remaining, and he's trying to turn right back on Neon. This is his moment. The shutdown is huge. Jack Spectra, the Callisto remains untouched. Ruby leaping in, leaping out, but Perkz will fire back. No, he can't finish the kill. Still, the Callista standing tall. At the end of the day, he's pulling the spears out. He's making it work. It's a bloodbath.
It's all Jack Spectra. We'll see if he's done just yet. The setup was fantastic. Perkz wants more of a fight. Mercer, can he find the hook? He's too low to go forward. Perkz
finding it. That's the killing spree. Bo trying to peel as much as he can for Perkz. No one can pull the spears out, but no. Oh, Perkz, the hubris. Yes, he got the shutdown, but he'll take the jungler down with him.
What a back and forth fight. Vitality struggling in the engage. All of them get knocked up. It's a bounce house, but Perkz saves them with the Emperor's Divide. Prolongs for so long that eventually Perkz finds Jack Spectra and he falls. But here's round 2.
Oh, give me a bell. Round 1, so close. So many low health bars, so many blinking health bars. Ultimately, Heretics coming out on top. Photon leaping in again. Abby unstoppable, bringing him back in. The dragon has now been taken down by Mercer. In the meantime, Heretics already grabbing the dragon, now trying to retrieve Mercer burn through. They don't have the Callisto ultimate. Perkz now pushing multiple members back. Abby trying to fight for his life. Photon ready to go back in, pulling him in. Yanko spinning to make sure his top laner can stay standing. Jack Spectra immediately cut down. Vitality will not make the same mistake twice. They are going for the throat in this exchange. They will lose the Drake, but they will wipe Heretics off the map.
Oh, the range is too much. They can't commit past the Sejuani Braum. It's so difficult, and then when they do, they get pushed back by Perkz. Neon has the lethal tempo stacked up. Perkz is at arm's length, and Azir Zeri, that'll go down. Oh.
Finding 3 members in the bush. The blast cone denied. No matter how big the blast cone is, the CC will still interrupt it. Bo trying to make it safe, but Perkz waiting over the wall. But who's stuck in with who? Ruby now running. Neon still standing for now. Neon trying to make it out. Safety. Yanko's finding the kill. It is a back and forth. north. Ruby running to safety. The Ignite still taking Jack Spectre, getting cut down in an instant. Perks from over the wall with the Sand Soldiers, making it count. Photon with the setup. Now leaping forward, will not find the counter strike.
Big chase.
Perks trying to find the flank. Ruby waiting for the cooldown to reset so he can get the cheap TP out to safety. Will not have enough time. Evie now being run down. 3-4 on the stacks. Perks coming in to clean up. Vitality taking fight after fight after fight.
And that's going to be Baron. Neon is dead, yes, but there's 3 members. Mercer has 6 wards he can put down. Jankos has a pink of his own. There's a blast cone.
Flash, big blast cone. Mercer got the last one somehow.
Jankos has flash as well. He sees vision in the pit. He sees it.
Photon going over, gonna take the blast cone up into Jankos. Jankos has to be careful about using the W. Okay, now he has to commit the flash if he wants to get into the pit, but Photon is just generating so much space. Maybe they can get the pick, but no, the Jankos trying to push all the way. Jankos into the pit, Jankos wants to finish it, but no! It's too low! Ruby won't be able to make it to the pit either. He has to leap out to safety. It's an absolute disaster. They tried to contest, but Neon is now on the hunt. Mercer and Jack Spectre able to walk away. Only Jankos will get taken down, but it's 5 members of Vitality wearing purple, looking strong. So far in the lead. 7K. This is going to be devastating.
The patience. Look for a Nash rush, but Heretic saw him move in, and then Mercer's hook here was great, but where's the damage? Stops the blast cone, yes, but hang on a second. Ruby caught out, stun gonna land. There's not enough TPs in the world to get away from that one. You're playing 4 melee champs into Sejuani disadvantage.
Caedrel, of course, does always have the late game potential. Has certainly not just been sitting there waiting to scale, but with the massive gold lead the Vitality have built for themselves. Champion scaling items is just not going to be enough to turn this back in their favor. Evie unstoppable, but pulling the Jax in with him does mean that he's going to get stunned. Tries to get his ult to get out of it, but it's just not enough. Vitality trying to kill every single person they see. They are so far ahead. It is effortless for them to find these picks. Meanwhile, on the sideline, Ruby desperate to get anything back in this game to keep their hopes alive, but this is a 4.3k Baron power play as it starts to fade away. Vitality just looking like they want to end this game. Yeah, Ruby's just pushing. He wants this tier 2 objective bounty experience on the wave. He's going to have the base now, though, because they can almost end the game. Evie's still dead for another 20 seconds. Ruby's on his way. Jack Spectre has the Hurricane to help clear waves. Photon's going to get mid in him. It's a bit hard for Vitality to hit this Nexus tower. Walking up is still dangerous against the Wukong and the Nautilus, but we'll see if they can find it. 5 seconds on Evie. I think they're going to have to back away. Can wait for the supers to come in, but this seems like it's going to be the stop we've got. Win a fight now. I'm level 16. Caedrel on the flank. Can Photon engage? Pushing in the bottom lane. Photon with TP could look to come to the fight. Bit of poke here. The retreat now coming in. Ruby. Neon is the priority target. Leaping back to the safety of his teammates. Already the TP feels like it's fumbled. And Photon instantly going to find the stun to the backside. It's follow-up CC means Ruby's just getting taken out before the fight even starts. Big shield coming in. Might just be enough to buy them more space. Already Neon finding 1 kill. Triple pullback coming in from Evie. It's a huge, huge fight, but it does not mean anything. Evie with a heroic effort here on the backside, but Perks leaping forward to take down Mercer. Vitality taking their time in the exchange. Evie might make it out, but this is Vitality's game. Evie did so much work. Is he going to die? I think he is. One more spell, and he's going to fall. A lot of dashes. No. Taken down by Kaiser. Perks is ending the game. They tried their best there, Heretics, at the end. They had to go for a Hail Mary fight, but it didn't work. Vitality just way too far ahead. They won one of the Dragon fights, but round 2 they lost, and then Vitality just ran away with it. Got a Baron, and the game was over. A game entirely decided around that Dragon pit. Vitality will find their second win, 2-0 in the winter split of LEC 2023. Eventually. Let them get the creeps, let them get the stats, let them farm it all, and then plus farming. They gotta get the Nexus. But, I mean, you think back to most of the Super Weeks that Vitality participated in last year, they went 0-3, 1-2 at best in those Super Weeks. Now already 2-0 in the first week of the 2023 season is fantastic for them. And I think you're already seeing the team coordination. You know, when we talked to Perks at the season kickoff event, he, I think, undersold the team's ability to communicate. It seems pretty solid, even if it is simple. Yeah. Very clear to the player. But again, we're seeing a Caedrel hold on mid and scale a little bit while you're on the tower. I think this is not gonna impact bot as much. I think it's gonna impact top side actually. I think the Aatrox will struggle if Ahri Vi can move up towards that top lane. And we look at these trends. Level 3 on comp. Patrick needs level 3. When he dashes forward, he could have done a lot more damage there, but they're gonna look for it anyway. They don't know Malrank's here. As they're walking up. Okay, not a whole ton of damage here. What yet? Expect that we will still see the Demonic Embrace build. Bubble going wide is going to be big there. But Patrick now going forward. Comp is so incredibly low. Soraka now healing up. Comp, they're trying to cut him down, but Patrick's getting burned. Trimby, the bananas! Oh, that is not what you want! He's so much potassium in this bot lane. Another heal coming out this lane. So obnoxious. Targamas running. Trimby, they need the flash banana. They need flash banana. Oh! 2
2v2 kill in the bot lane for Koi. Patrick.
Side of the map and leaving Odoamne on the bottom to match, trying to get away from the lane where the Kalista is so far ahead. I like it.
Yeah, and I think he's actually hovering around now, so Koi's bot lane will have to be very careful.
Resources being allocated very rapidly.
Uh-oh.
Odoamne now stepping forward. Renekton's still an absolutely terrifying threat. Instantly in goes VTO. Comp now trying to pull Trimmy back, trying to reset the fight. Spears are now going in, but will it be enough?
No
Odoamne
way.
trying to cut through him. The Fury now stacking. Cole the Meek, not enough. Comp still standing. This has to be infuriating to play against.
They got out of that play.
Well, this is kind of where XL are strong based on the composition. Meow. One hit the scuttle crab.
I didn't even see that one.
Gotta be ready,
You're
bro.
keeping me on my toes.
Eyes like a, I was gonna say hawk, a cat.
The cats have good eyes.
There's gonna be maybe 3 people on the internet who think this is funny, and a lot of people who are very annoyed by
It's
it.
mid-tier 1, and they should be net positive in the objective department. We'll see if Koi forces this.
Gonna be forced to pull down here. Malrank still has the ultimate up and available. Is gonna use it now. Here come the cats, and the silence connects us through. That's everything! Oh, I don't even need the sapling. XL now on the retreat. Larson now stepping forward. The cat's in is massive. Odoamne in the backside. Just trying to make sure that his team can make it out to safety, but that was...
They've stuck around. Xerxes waiting for the Q to come back up. It's up now. He could charge it when Larson ults right now. They'll go.
Excellent opportunity. Can they capitalize on it? Can they take Larson out? Larson trying to leap out to safety. More than enough damage to burn him down. The TP now coming in. They just barely managed to finish him. And now Sagenda caught in the middle of multiple members, but he's going to take down Xerxes. No, Xerxes flashing out to safety. Odoamne now looking to pick up 2. That is huge for the Crocodile on the top side.
It's Odoamne who's keeping XL in this game on the gold. 1.8k ahead of the items on Odoamne. Just picked up the Prowlers. Dragons in 1 second's time. Malrank's looking to take away this blue. Needs to be careful though.
Going in, lost sight. Charm now coming in. He's a very squishy tree. The cats are now coming out, trying to smite the objective away. And now on the retreat, leaping out to safety with the calling. Oh, it's just tickling his backside. Won't quite finish the job. VTO now stepping in. Down goes the tree. The D4 and Trimby were able to pull so far ahead against Odoamne, who was pulling slightly ahead more and more until it really
Going to
exploded.
get this bot tier 2. Did they just start it here? They see 2 people bot. They know the Vi is on Dragon, and they have good secure. Xerxes hesitant now, wondering if going towards this bot side was a mistake. Here comes the Baron Force. Odo hasn't used his yet. It's just VTO first. They're testing the waters. They're going to commit.
Patrick now stepping up. Ulti now being used by the Maokai. Cats coming out, not too much effect. Tidal wave coming over the wall. It's going to lock up Larson. Larson going golden. Odoamne ready to instantly stun him down. Impossible, but he's leaping out to safety. Odoamne dashing backwards. Bit of a fumble there. Now getting locked up. Odoamne isn't able to use any of his gold. Koi playing beautifully around this, denying him any opportunity to get into the back line. Shutting him down. What a beautiful dissection of the Fed top laner from the side of Koi. Larson now charging forward, blood in the water. They see their opportunity. Not strong enough from Patrick to stop the coming tides. VTO still running. Shagenda stepping forward to knock him down. It is a clean ace. Only Malrang and Trimby falling in exchange.
Can they 2-man the Baron? I think Larson dashed away, but then he flash E'd in the wrong direction. He went towards the left side instead of the right side. And then stopwatches were onto Malrang, and he's dead. So it turns into a 4v4. Your Fed Renekton's gone, and Koi can just run you down.
Malrang on the flank here again. There's another fight breaks out. Looking for the third drake. Malrang could just get bursted down here. There's no room for him to play into this pit. They delete the jungle before the fight even starts. Maybe they can win the 5v5. Keep your eyes on Larson, though. It's going to be big. Trimby solo health in the back line. He can't keep anybody standing. Odoamne buying as much space as humanly possible. The G8 now coming out. A few moments till he comes back up. Surely he should fall. Dashing out to safety, but no. Denied his escape. And again, Koi will take the exchange and take the Drake to follow.
I can kill VTO as well. Look at Larson go.
Larson.
So many dashes.
Here we go, baby. Level 16. Larson on a rampage.
They have a small wave in bot. They'll be able to take this bot tier 2. Look, tier 1. Look for the tier 2 as well. Xerxes trying to take mid tier 2. See if he can find an answer. Larson.
That's about it, because Trimby's now just building armor. Because he knows the only way they really lose a fight is if he gets one shot by someone, and the only person who's very lucky overextending on an ulti, there's pretty much no way Larson dies. Of course, Vile is an option, but there's so many relevant threats now that it's difficult for Xerxes to know where to go. Maybe a Miracle Steal. The silence, nice to stop from entering the pit. Patrick over the wall. Larson just trying to dash in. Again, going golden. Goes the chance. They steal it! The steal is massive! The rest of the team now going into Vi, still standing. Ori has been taken down, but XL have bought themselves a bit of time. Xerxes now running, but at least 3 members will still be standing with the Baron. They pay with the lives of Xerxes and VTO to secure the purple worm.
That is worth it every single day of the week, too.
They'll get caught in the rotation. Trimby.
They're looking for it.
Taking a lot of damage here already. The ulti now coming out. They're trying to disengage. The wave coming in as well. But Vi is now stepping forward. Trimby has now been locked up. It's a big, big bubble. VTO leaving to miss the team. Comp, will he get taken down? He goes golden. They buy him 3 more times. This is a massive fight for XL. They've got the momentum. They've taken down one. Odoamne's spent so much time.
This is it.
Top lane and mid still stand for Koi. Maybe, just maybe, they can turn this back. But VTO is hunting for blood. A massive charm onto the Maokai. Malrang fighting for his life, but he will drop in the end. Excel have found the pick that they need, and they still want more. It's clean from VTO, the charge in. Can they time it flawlessly? They will! They get it! Larson knocked down! It should not be possible, but they are making it work. They refuse to stop. Will they have enough damage? Yes! The ace! It is everything for Excel!
It's a miracle granted to them in that team fight. Koi were the ones who wanted to take it. To live. We'll see if they take this fight again here, Koi.
Can they keep it going? Comp down running to the pit as well. Should just be able to take this one down, but no, the Smite steal. Give it back in return. Now Otawamne will fall. Double TP's coming in. Koi, see this is an opportunity to end the game. Here comes Larson. The bubble will not connect. They need to retreat as a 4-man unit. If anyone else drops, surely the game will end in favor.
So all of these kills have given them basically gold, and at this point, gold is not that important. Patrick.
Big damage onto Larson, holding over the wall, trying to finish off. Trebi Larson going right back in, wants to finish the job, but the healing coming in is just too much. Maokai now locking down Patrick. Cleanse now bringing him out. Malrang backing away. Goes golden for a brief moment. The charm connects, but XL do not have the damage to finish the fight. The healing coming in from the Soraka. So
too late.
Malrang on the flank. He's not even in the pit, but they shouldn't need him. Comp can just take this objective away. Ult is big. Patrick now backing off. The team is there to body block. Otawamne there to body block to make sure that they have an ammo. VTO off onto the flank. Xerxes now going into the midst of the team. Big damage over the wall, but will it be enough? Xerxes now getting cut down. Otawamne desperately trying to find a kill, but Koi peeling back beautifully. Trippy down means the healing is gone. Otawamne trying to get something back. The burst is big. It's Patrick versus the world, but Patrick will be knocked down. Shigenda reset after reset. Koi taking the exchange.
And that's gonna be game. Koi can push in mid now and end it. The flank from Malrang. The ult was good, but I think Xerxes just hesitated a bit too much. He went way too deep, ulting onto Comp. There was no follow-up. Otawamne's flash was 10 seconds away. His Guardian Angel was 10 seconds away. I think Excel just needed to stall that out a little bit more. Have some patience. VTO will try his best here, but he's going to get pulled back, I think. No. Larson.
Chains. Double snare is going to be big. Larson making out with the QSS, but VTO should just have nowhere to go. Shut down. One more kill to close it out. An absolute slugfest back and forth. A valiant effort from Excel to bring themselves back into the game after a rocky mid-game. A miracle steal and a couple of miracle fights, but not nearly enough to stop the onslaught that is Koi. One final fight will seal the deal as Koi find their second win in the winter season.
It was a tough one, but they managed to pull it off. There was points in that game where XL had full control, but then Koi swung back because of the scaling, and then the team fights were just such a mess. They lost the Baron, but they came back to take away the Dragon, got themselves on soul point, but that Baron fight was so intense. If Otawamne had Flash or GA, if he could just gap close onto that Kalista, they would have picked up the first kill. But he just couldn't close the distance. The Divide dashed in, and VTO had to dash away because they turned onto him. Good game overall, though. Signs of hope for XL, and Koi looking strong.
Definitely the case. Making good again, 4 out of 5. The championship roster had to face a former brother today, but ultimately Koi coming out.
Like raw 1v1s and skirmishes, G2 are ahead in that regard, so they have to force something. But if the game is just even for 20-25 minutes and G2 don't get dragon stacking, or they can't force down towers or look for dives, then Fnatic are in a great spot. So Fnatic holding on, G2 pushing.
Blue buff, but Yike level 4.
I think they can take this fight here in G2 if they want to. Razork has to be careful. Just has to queue out, I think.
Good queue to make it out.
Yike's not done yet.
Just training a bit more aggressively, but again, Red buff here is the big concern. Yike getting a little bit over-aggressive. They're forcing out the flash. Reckless coming over the wall. Rux now in the area, has the shielding extra for Reckless. Mickey now locking Reckless down, buying a bit more space. Hansama low on mana, but the hook manages to land. First blood! Cash out for the Draven. It's disaster. Rux locked down. Now Yike becomes Yumi. Reckless running. Oh, it's a disaster for Fnatic. G2 just too damn clean.
It's all fallen apart. G2 make a mistake down here.
And there was a lot of questions around Hansama and Mickey, players certainly with high ceilings, but would they reach that potential? Hold that thought. Yike caught out now. Humanoid trying to punish. Yike blocked down and taken out. Fnatic found their opportunity. Hansama and Mickey, are they still feeling confident in this one? They're forcing the flash because Caps is on the way in. Razork has been caught out again. He just keeps cashing out. This man is rolling in money.
6 minutes in, 3-0-1 on the Draven. What's going to happen? They're going to proxy them. Force them back, pop the Herald, take the entire tower. Maybe they can start to look for a second tower or a dragon. They're strong enough to fight the 3v3. The only issue they have is Caps is under tower and Razork's looking for the dive. He's not even coming bot. He's trying to dive Caps here. Will he be able to pull off and land the ult? No flash on Caps. Humanoid's getting plates and
waiting, trying to dash out. Dashes back in. That's an oopsie. House in the wrong spot maybe, but that's a good kill for Fnatic.
Hits the bullseye.
This is
Fnatic
not
need to
good,
run.
though. Humanoid running against the
Fields.
flash. He's going to be forced to flash out, but they're already waiting over the wall. He knows he's dead. He won't even commit it. Rux waiting. He's been
Oh
locked
my
up.
God,
He can't push
poor
W
Rux.
again. Goodbye to the kitty cat. Catharsis for all the Yumi haters.
That's so unlucky. Can we get a replay of that from Rux's POV? Because Mickey flashes over thinking Humanoid's going over. He finds such a stray cat and then just kills it.
That is a little brutal.
That
He
is
just got it that
brutal.
way. Razor getting caught out as well. Yike on the chase. I don't think there's anywhere for Razor to go. Broken Blade just waiting like a little goalkeeper on the opposite side.
Poor Rux, man.
here's-
G2, it's brutal. It's Humanoid and Razork are right behind Wunder. Maybe if they dive here and go too deep, but Mickey's going to walk forwards and see if he can find information. So now G2 know they're there. Do they go for it anyway? Do they wait for the tower to die first?
Poke now going to go in. Hansama again just does so much damage. Stun going to force the dash away. Yike already on the backside, laying down a little bit of damage of his own. Cherryman all now coming in. He's going to get the finish. Oh, untargetable with the ulti. Humanoid now forced out. Wunder going to get taken down. It is an absolute slaughter. Every single fight going in the favor of G2. They are simply too far ahead. 10k gold, 15 minutes into the game. This is montage material.
They have a Herald. It's going to hit top tier 2, I think. That's 2 towers gone. This is... When this tower dies, they're 10k up in 15 minutes. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait for G2 to make their final play. There's only one play left, and it's just taking the Nexus. Here's Fnatic's play, 1v3,
Landing, Overload
1v4.
on the side, desperate to find the pick. Yumi not going to connect on the final chapter, but the ulti now going to make sure they do that. So much chance to see Broken Blade surviving for now. They're just barely able to finish him. Shutdown coming in. Tiny, tiny glimmer of hope for Fnatic. Wunder now dashing out to safety. G2 cutting the wave, maybe hoping they can dive them under this Azir tower. Mickey coming around the corner, Hex Flash coming out now. Hooks right in immediately, hits Reckless. Hansama throwing down the X's from the backside. The potential to kill everyone. He does so much damage with Fnatic, peeling back pretty well. Cap trying to leap in. Hansama in the midst of the team. The shutdown, miraculous, keeping hope alive.
2 kills for Fnatic. They are on the chase for more. They got summoners out of them as well. Little bit.
Getting a big shutdown. G2 clearly focusing up after that play, just going to set their sights on this Baron. But again, this is where we've seen many teams throw away a game. Mickey waiting in the brush, forcing the disengage right off the bat. But the lifesteal coming out already. Yike and Hansama so far ahead.
They have to steal.
Can they steal it? Razork waiting to go over the wall. Will not quite get it. Broken Blade going to grab it in the end. Fnatic, they want to keep this fight going. They managed to lock down Mickey X. Can they finish the job? Hansama still standing strong on the backside. Broken Blade leaping forward. Wunder trying to mitigate what he can, but the resets are now coming in for Yike. Yike hungry for blood. Leaping in. One more ulti coming out. He is the heartbreaker. Not hesitant to dispatch a traitor here in this game. Double kill now for Reckless in the meantime.
30 seconds on the respawn.
21 and a half minutes into the game, G2 marching victorious into the base of Fnatic. One or two small hiccups with a massive gold lead, but this has been a masterclass in domination.
I don't know if they can end 4 people alive here for Fnatic. They'll get 2 inhibitors 21 minutes into the game, but they're probably going to have to back away after this unless
Pushing for the
they look for the dive. Very risky.
Zoning away.
Diving the Azir turret is one thing, diving the Nexus turrets is another. They're going to end bot.
Come on, Caedrel Ash, bro. Narrate it for us.
Looking for a pick, but the enemy team is running to their base. So the brush has been exposed. Caps maybe?
Nope.
Mickey's probably just going to look for a fight. Mickey
Dashing out.
loves a good fight.
Mickey fishing for the hook. Reckless now stepping back into Caps. Caps now dashing through, going invisible. Locked up in the pin, but trying to finish off Reckless. A good exhaust from Rux. Gonna keep his AD carry standing, but already 1 kill is down. Caps hungry for more blood. G2 taking their time on the final push. Humanoid doing what he can against these Baron-empowered minions. Ignite now ticking down. 1 auto from Hansama. 700 damage. Just deleting him off the map. Another one gonna fall as well. It was written on that first few kills going to the back pocket of Hansama. A massive lead, 6k advantage for Hans in the bottom lane alone. G2 walking their victory lap into the base of Fnatic. They move up to 2-0. Chance to go 3-0 in their games tomorrow on Monday.
They want to kill Reckless. They want to kill Reckless. They managed to take him down. They lost 2 for it, but the game is over. And it's only been 2 games, but this G2 looks really scary. Twice now they pulled it off through bot. Domination from start to finish. Brutal.
That was brutal. That was an execution. And I think for G2 fans, it feels good to see sparks for this team, to see them so dominant, to hit the ground running. For Fnatic fans, it's crushing, because not only are you now 0-2, you're 0-2 against a longtime rival. would have loved to see a strong start for Fnatic. And in this season, if you don't have a strong start, you may not even make